There have been many health problems that humanity has had to deal with over the course of centuries, and bowel cancer is not an exception to this rule. There has been a significant progression in our understanding of this debilitating condition from ancient times all the way up until the present day. There are hazy references to symptoms that we now identify as being associated with colon cancer in the medical records that are many decades old. On the other hand, it wasn't until the most recent centuries that we started to have a serious understanding of the nature and severity of this ailment. Awareness and early detection. Awareness of colon cancer and the ability to diagnose it at an early stage are both extremely important components in the battle against this debilitating illness. We can assist in the prevention of future cases of the disease and the diagnosis of the condition at stages that are more amenable to treatment if we raise knowledge of the risk factors, symptoms, and preventative strategies. As colon cancer can grow in the early stages without creating evident symptoms, early identification is essential because it can occur without any obvious signs. The likelihood of successful treatment and a cure is greatly increased when the condition is discovered at an earlier stage. Colonoscopies and fecal examinations are two examples of screening procedures that are necessary for determining whether or not precancerous lesions or early-stage malignancies are present. It is therefore possible to save lives by being aware of the symptoms of bowel cancer and by undergoing screening tests on a regular basis. Indicators of bowel cancer that are common. Number 1. Unexpected loss of weight. One of the symptoms that may be related with colon cancer is a loss of weight that cannot be explained. It is possible that a person's body is experiencing some kind of malfunction if they experience weight loss without making any adjustments to their diet or the amount of physical activity they engage in. If you have bowel cancer, you may experience weight loss for a number of reasons. These include a decrease in appetite as a result of the presence of the tumor, difficulty in absorbing essential nutrients from food as a result of obstructions in the intestine, or even the presence of toxic substances that are released by the cancer itself. In the event that you have a considerable loss of weight for no apparent reason, it is imperative that you seek the advice of a medical professional in order to identify the underlying problem. Number 2. Chronic pain and discomfort in the abdomen. Bowel cancer is characterized by several symptoms, one of which is persistent stomach pain and discomfort. Despite the fact that the severity and length of these symptoms might vary, they often continue to be present over time and do not disappear on their own. The abdominal area may be experiencing cramping or a generalized discomfort, both of which are examples of abdominal pain. Sometimes the discomfort is accompanied by other symptoms, such as bloating in the abdomen region, a sensation of fullness, or distension in the abdominal region. It is essential to emphasize that bowel cancer is not the only possible reason of prolonged stomach pain and discomfort. There are other potential causes as well. On the other hand, if these symptoms continue for an extended period of time, particularly if they are accompanied by other symptoms such as rectal bleeding, changes in bowel habits, or unexplained weight loss, it is essential to seek the advice of a medical professional for evaluation and possible diagnostic tests, such as a colonoscopy, in order to investigate the underlying cause of the symptoms themselves. It is essential to get a prompt diagnosis of bowel cancer in order to successfully treat the disease and achieve better results. Number 3. Change in bowel behaviors. Another indicator that may suggest the existence of colon cancer is a change in the behaviors that are associated with bowel movements. It is possible for this to appear in a variety of ways, including chronic diarrhea or constipation that cannot be explained. A change in the frequency of bowel movements or the nature of stools is something that may occur in individuals who have been diagnosed with colon cancer. For instance, there may be an increase in the frequency of bowel movements, particularly if they are accompanied with loose or watery stools. Additionally, there may be difficulty passing stools, which may result in stools that are rigid or pencil-shaped. It is possible for these alterations in bowel movements to be long-lasting and resist any adjustments in food or lifestyle that take place. In the video, that you see any considerable alteration in your bowel habits, particularly if it continues for a number of weeks, it is imperative that you seek the assessment of a medical professional. It is vital to conduct thorough investigations in order to arrive at an accurate diagnosis and provide appropriate treatment for these symptoms, which can be brought on by a number of different illnesses, including bowel cancer. Number 4. Unexpected signs of weakness or fatigue. It is possible that the existence of a tumor in the gut is the reason of this chronic sense of fatigue and lack of energy. This is because the tumor can cause the loss of blood and critical nutrients, such as iron. Additionally, anemia, which can add to sensations of weakness and weariness, can be caused by bowel cancer since it can also induce anemia. When you are going about your everyday activities, it is essential to pay attention to your energy levels and your demeanor. In the event that you are experiencing constant and unexplained weariness, particularly if it is accompanied by additional symptoms such as rectal bleeding, changes in bowel habits, or stomach discomfort, it is imperative that you seek the direction of a medical professional in order to undergo a full assessment. As a result, it is imperative that you stop ignoring these signs and symptoms and get medical assistance as soon as you can. Risk factors. A number of factors can increase the likelihood of developing bowel cancer. These include having a personal or family history of colorectal cancer, being over the age of 50, having a history of intestinal polyps, having inflammatory bowel disease, such as ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, having a diet that is high in processed meats and saturated fats, having a low fiber intake, smoking, drinking excessive amounts of alcohol, being overweight, leading a sedentary lifestyle, and possibly having type 2 diabetes. Final thoughts. It is essential to be aware of the signs and symptoms of bowel cancer in order to ensure that the disease is diagnosed early and that treatment is successful. If you have prolonged stomach discomfort, changes in bowel habits, rectal bleeding, unexplained exhaustion, unexpected weight loss, or a sense of incomplete stool emptying following evacuation, you should not overlook these warning symptoms. By being aware of these symptoms and having an awareness of the risk factors that are linked with them, you will be able to take preventative measures to safeguard your health. Always keep in mind that you should follow the suggested screening standards, and if you have any concerns, feel free to visit a medical professional. Treatment for bowel cancer can be more successful if it is detected at an earlier stage, which in turn increases the likelihood of recovery and survival over time. Make taking care of your health a top priority and pay attention to any indications that your body may be telling you. I appreciate you keeping an eye on your health and showing concern for it. It is important to remember to subscribe to the channel and enable alerts in order to receive our updates if you found this video to be enjoyable and if you are interested in receiving other health-related material. We are really grateful for your support. Stay tuned, as we are constantly trying to deliver information that is both interesting and beneficial in the future here at this Natural Life Hacks channel. Thanks for the support.